I like turtles. All right.
Over the line!
What the hell is this?
It's a podcast between two frat guys, and they all do an 8-ball of cocaine together.
All right, we're back.
We're there.
We're here.
We're here.
And there. This is the S&T podcast, episode 1. And
Season 1, episode 1.
yeah, whatever you want to call it. More of a rough draft than anything. See where this thing goes. But
It won't go anywhere.
No, probably not. But it's gonna keep the sanity of both of us since we're on day 21 of quarantine here in Dallas. So shout out to everybody else out there that's hasn't showered in several days or even left their own confines.
You don't need to. Your grease naturally will moisten your hair. It'll be okay. It saves so much money on Head and Shoulders.
Just be classified under anti-vaxxers too.
Which I don't want to hear shit when this actually comes to an end, and they'll have some type of vaccine or inoculation, whatever you want to call it, that you guys better stick to your guns. I don't want to hear shit.
Those natural oils and whatever, the crystal oils.
I rub lavender on my face and I hold my chakra and I shake my chicken feet at the sun, asking for forgiveness of my sins to relieve me of my coronavirus pain.
Seance coming in after this too, probably.
You know that scene out of Avatar where they're praying to the tree for Awa? Awa, save us, Awa. Oh no. And they get into that
Meanwhile, Uncle Sam's trying to shoot him up with stuff. Syringes. Got a dart in your neck.
Yes. Well, I guess let's do some introductions. I'm Tyler, but mostly go as Smitty because I've lost my sense of self and have created this character that everyone comes to know and love.
Or hate.
It kind of depends. I guess I kind of come on strong, but you love me in the end. I'm like a good rom-com.
It's just no passive aggressive, just straight.
Just in your face. All gas, no brakes.
And I'm Terrell, and artist formerly known as Terrell, and most people just call me T because they can't pronounce anything correctly anyways. So, but yeah, that's there's literally people that only know me by T, literally do not know any other form or way of identification for me. So, which is
AKA T-Bird, AKA Sweet Tea, AKA America's Sweet Tea Heart.
Maybe we can get some kind of sponsorship out of some kind of tea deal here, you know.
This is brought to you by Red Diamond. Red Diamond Tea. It's 99
I won't
cents.
throw anything into the harbor or anything like that. So we'll just be drinking here casually on our podcast.
I'm gonna make tea great again.
Yeah, makes it very good.
Well, let's dive right into it. So yeah, we were kind of talking a little bit before this about kind of the quarantine, how crazy it's been. Just really, I guess how crazy it hasn't been. There's really not a lot going on. I've been doing online shopping and whatnot.
It's been like
browsing
before the storm. Like everybody thinks something's just gonna. It's like a ticking time bomb.
Yeah.
Like it's like the elephants in the room, but nobody wants to acknowledge it, kind of deal. So
you think it's probably because it's I don't know. No one wants to be Chicken Little. No one wants to be that guy of constantly standing on the edge.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't taking it serious at first. It was like a little frustrating. Like, what do you mean, like 6 feet apart? How do you do that? Like at a job site, how do you do this? And it's like work from home, and which is still hard enough adjusting to. So I mean, I work in an office, and we're pretty spread apart as it is. But now it's to the point where like all going in. Everybody has a certain day they go in once a week. I'm on the bottom totem pole. I got to go on Fridays, which is a buzzkill. So.
It's kind of like, when we lived in the house, like having that awesome Saturday morning laundry time. Oh, awesome. I got laundry from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. Looks like I'm wearing dirty clothes for, for a little while.
Ugh. Yeah, just piled up in the corner, just making its own science project. That's probably where COVID-19 was produced and distributed.
Where patient zero first came from.
Forget Wuhan.
I'll tell you about a real wet market. Oh man, yeah, I didn't take it serious at first either, because it never, I guess if I'm misinformed, which is most of the time,
That's an understatement.
Last to know, last to understand, last to grasp. No, but really, I mean, when things started coming out, it was like, okay, this is just, a crappy flu. Okay, I don't have to worry about it because, I'm not old, but I have the body
I
of
take my multivitamins.
I take my
three strips of bacon every morning.
I take my Centrum Silver. I mean, that's, and honestly, that's what I thought. And now it's like, it's starting to come to find out, like, yeah, it's people our age are getting it, and people our age are, especially have complications, and I just had surgery. I wasn't on any antibiotics. They just shot me up and then set me on my way. But I never.
Yeah, you have your WrestleMania belt on right now.
Yeah, nothing makes you feel more fat than already being fat and then having to have this WrestleMania championship belt, and then having to have it cinch up, and then you can just feel yourself just explode like a can of pop biscuits.
Oh, it's a corset. Oh, madame.
It's a.
Oui.
Have you lost weight? No, I just have this cinched up to a point where I can barely get my water out.
We might have a little edge on the market here I know there's Mel Spanx, but why not, make it more of a fashionista kind of style, quarantine belts, quarantine champion.
This does give me a big confidence boost. The other day when it was kind of chilly and I was wearing a, hoodie, I did look in the mirror. I'm like, you know what? I do look a little slim. It's
Still
nice.
got it.
Now it just looks like I got a big chest. Like I've been working out a lot. Let's take that hoodie off.
Mr. Jabba the Hutt.
Yep. Well, I mean, getting into the quarantine fashion, it might work out. Everybody's pretty much in sweats and stuff these days.
Nobody's going to work. Nobody's, it's just staying at home. Like, I don't know how, even if you got 5-6 pairs of athletic shorts, I cycle through them daily. I'm actually doing more laundry than I have been.
That's from boredom, though. I think
trying to find something to fill the time.
It's like people are getting really creative folding laundry. It's like origami and stuff now.
I've never folded laundry. Well, I folded laundry, but I mostly hang most of my stuff because it's just easier and whatnot. Now it's like I'm folding my underwear. I'm doing, I'm actually finding the sock, the mates.
I think even now, people having to use Zoom or any of those other FaceTime or any platform, Skype.
Yeah,
it's the polo or the dress shirt in gym shorts.
The Cal Cooney special.
Yeah,
big shout out to Cal Cooney if you're listening.
Yeah. That was his go-to wardrobe.
Polo shirt, basketball shorts,
sandals, or Birkenstocks or something like that. So.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Those are simpler times. But the dress is still applicable. So big shout out to Cal Cooney.
Yeah.
Thanks for setting us.
I mean, for all of us that are sports fanatics too, it's a depressing time. This is supposed to be Masters week, so heck, I'm wearing a Masters cap right now. If you got your gear, you should be rocking it all week. I know it's going to come back. They said supposedly in November, which is
November. When just have a Southern tour.
I mean, that the whole point for the Masters is like it's not open all the time, and they, set it always like in March, April, so they can have everything blooming. They have the course ready. I mean, it's just everything. As far as sports lineups is just screwed up, man.
Yeah.
Other than our ESPN Ocho, that's just
tell you what, I was watching that with my wife. What is it? Probably about a week ago, and we were watching I think it was like the Norwegian death jumping or death diving. I can't remember what. And literally is like they're on like a 20.
Started as sacrificial, like getting rid of the old or something like that, jumping off cliffs, and then
we must separate the wheat from the chaff.
We ran out of Viking boats to burn, so let's just have them jump off cliffs.
Well, it's like it looked like they went down to whatever their equivalent of a YMCA is, set up about 4 cameras, and then like they jump off it looks like maybe like a 15-20 meter like tower, and they do like flips and jumps, and they're completely amateur. And they have like a men's division and a women's division, and there's no age brackets. I mean, there was like a 60-year-old dude and like a 9-year-old kid up there in like the male side, and it's just like, I don't even know how they even judge it, but it's just like, they literally just jump off, and it's completely amateur, and it's like most of the time it's just like, god awful belly flops.
Like play the over/under on betting or something like on belly flops or to.
Yeah, it definitely looks like I don't know, like a communal type recreational event. But then
HOA club pool.
That's what it looked like.
Little driving.
That's exactly what it looked like. But then like they have the they gave them like a leaderboard, and they had the scorecard. They had some random judges who was probably like, I don't know, like a doctor or a baker, like. I don't know, maybe it was one of the national swim team coaches or something. But then they, like celebrity type guests, whoever, gave them scorecards, and then I don't know if they win anything. I think you just get to be like, I don't know, top Viking of the day. Like, you get to wear the horn hat.
I mean, it's all like 5th tier sports now. So like the 5th tier is like classified as like your bar games, like darts, shuffleboard,
cornhole. The Johnsonville Cornhole Championship.
Well, you can be 6 feet apart from that, so that's doable, man.
I think I don't know what the regulation is. I don't know what.
Sadly, I think it's like 27 feet. You have to spread it apart.
That's pretty far.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever played that far away.
No.
I'm not an athlete, though. I'm pretty opposite of that.
After about playing 3 rounds of that, and you're playing to 21, I lose count. So, I mean, that's it's about as far as my intellect goes. So,
it's another game of trying to get in the hole.
But dodgeball, I think, should be taken off big time and stuff like that. So,
dude, I saw some. There was on the Ocho. It was a dodgeball juggling or juggling dodgeball. Literally, like the goal was that these dudes on either side of the team, they were literally juggling, looked like almost like bowling ball pins. And then the whole game is, doesn't matter if you get out or not. You just try and throw balls just at the guy that's juggling, trying to knock the pins out. Like that was it. And like they had again, very low budget. It looked like they rented out like the event space for the Marriott near the airport,
and found the most athletic people possible.
Oh my god! Right? Like literally, like one team name was 2 fat guys and kids, and there was there's one team, their strategy was the human tower. Literally like had like another guy sitting on top of another guy's shoulders. And they had like...
This is literally everybody... This is how people have midlife crisis. This is literally like... Yeah. This is what I've come to. This is like what I'm playing with my kids now.
And if you can imagine what what these athletes look like, if you've ever seen anyone in local IT, anyone in local IT,
Pale, haven't seen daylight, vampire.
Yeah, that is exactly what these people look like.
Were they in Jinko jeans still?
No, I mean maybe. I don't remember. If they were, they could definitely. I know there were jorts. I mean, there were definitely jorts, and there were definitely cargo shorts.
Well, there's the I am fairly like big on the support for the jorts. know.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm not talking like Florida Tim Tebow jorts. I'm talking, you know, more of the fashion. So probably Euro jorts more than anything.
What is the difference between Euro jorts and Florida jorts?
Florida jorts is like the cut off acid wash. Like they were probably your parents at one point that are handed down to you. You know, probably you've gone catfish noodling in them at least once. Whereas the Euro shorts or Euro jorts are, they're just literally
like high water type. Like
yeah, I guess so.
What a weird fashion.
I mean, when last time I went over there across the pond, I mean, everybody was rocking them pretty hard. So, but I stuck out like a sore thumb because like everybody doesn't wear hats over there, and I wanted to rock a hat like the whole time if I could.
Oh yeah.
Hot, but
I'd definitely wear a hat too. That's part of like my daily. That's like my daily like attire, even though, you know, I don't really need a hat. But I just been really just cultivating this head of lettuce, and I just really just want to keep it back.
Dude, I think I'm gonna have to buzz my hair. Like, I mean, all these haircut places are closed.
Really?
Yeah, everywhere's like. I'm not gonna ask a salon person or barber to come to my house. You don't know where they've been.
Yeah.
Like if they're gonna come to like.
We don't know if they're gonna murder you either.
That's true. I mean, I have been watching like Mindhunter and stuff like that.
Right.
So just the psychology or Edward. You know, what is that movie with not Edward Scissorhands? The other one. It's a.
What? I have no idea.
I'll think of it here in a little bit, but.
You're talking about like the Sweeney Todd
Yes,
barber?
Sweeney Todd. Yes, it's not like
the
a
demon
musical,
barber
dark,
of whatever
dark
street.
Musical.
Yeah. Well, don't get a shave. You'll be all right.
No kidding, man. But yeah, I think I might let the beard go. Just get it like.
I started doing that. I got a little beard going.
Yeah.
First time ever. I'm a first timer on this whole beard, you know, navigating.
Yeah, whether it's a go or no.
Yeah.
The wifey's approving, or she does not care.
She said she literally that I have more of an opinion on it than she does. She really could care less. Which is, you know, all good. Don't matter to me. I've never had one. Just want to see how it goes.
Yeah.
The first couple weeks were definitely, unfortunately, itchy.
I mean, I could go complete opposite. I could go scorched earth on like facial hair and, like I said, just everything. Because I mean, I'm rocking a bandana a lot lately because there's no masks. So, which is another quarantine fashion. So hot right now. So just Lysol the shit out of these bandanas.
My wife found a lady made one. Makes
Really?
them. Yeah. I'll send you the link.
DIY, let's do it, girls.
I don't remember. Yeah, she found it on some Facebook group that some lady was selling them, and it wasn't too far from where I live. And she left them on the
go
doorstep.
buy a bandana and like Lysol it, wash it, wear it.
It definitely sucks wearing glasses because all the hot air just goes and fogs up. So you just constantly look like a freaking psychopath just walking. So
I gotta go to the bank today, honey.
I mean, yeah,
don't forget
right?
your bandana.
Well, I went to, you know, I went and dropped the kiddo off at daycare, and then I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm on my way to, you know, go pick some other stuff up, and like, there's no one in Lowe's at all. I'm gonna go just see. Sorry, I just got a spider off your head. It was pretty big. I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, I just got a spider off your head. But I went to Lowe's, and so I put my mask on. And there's nobody in there to begin with, so whatever. So as I'm walking, I don't know. I feel myself becoming older because I'm interested in looking at toolboxes. So
wait, so how you went in for what? And then you
just to look at
looking
toolboxes. I just want to look at toolboxes, see what tools they had. I can feel I'm definitely starting to feel myself get excited. See, the other day I was mending my fence. You know, I was mending my fence.
Bullshit.
No, so our gate isn't working.
Bullshit. You were taking pictures to send to your HOA.
No, I would never do that. I'm not.
Excuse me.
I'm no snitch.
I'm no snitch. I'm no snitch.
That's not how we play in here.
I paid my dues.
But
you gotta. Speaking of offensive, you gotta tell that story about your dad.
Which one?
The neighbor.
Oh my god, yeah. We'll get into the Father Randy's story of the day of the week. I don't know. But
Yeah,
there's
might
a
have
there's
to be
there's
some
quite a
Wild Bill
bit.
stories too. So eventually, so
But hold on. Let me go back. So I saw my neighbor's garage door open, and I'm like, damn, he's got a pretty cool toolbox. So I had that Jones effect type, like, I kind of want a toolbox. So I went and look at Lowe's, and dude, I'm looking like a psychopath. I'm wearing my glasses, so I got this mask on that doesn't really fit that well, and so I'm just straight up, just, breathing my hot air right into my glasses, so they're fogged up, so I'm barely able to see. So I'm pulled down over my nose just to get a little bit like extra like ventilation to them. So I'm looking like this, and for
like
those
Father
that are,
Time or something. They're
Yeah,
about to go
like-
read a bedtime story to
Yeah.
your great grandchildren.
yeah, so like I have them pulled down to like the edge of my nose, and of course I'm looking like this, like I have my head cocked back, and I'm
Hi,
reading-
everybody.
I'm
Hi.
looking like Harry Carey.
Harry Carey.
That's exactly what I look like. Hi,
Hi.
did you know Craftsman makes tools? That's awesome. All right.
Do you prefer Milwaukee or Craftsman? I don't use either.
But this lady,
But whatever opens a nice cold Budweiser
comes with it.
cup.
Yeah, so this lady comes up to me and was like, "Hey, sir, do you need any help? Would you?" And like, what took the? I mean, she had a lot of courage. Who would come up to a psychopath with a mask on, looking like I did, just see if they needed any help? I mean, like, literally, the help I looked like I needed was, "Do we need a call? Can I check your bracelet to see where we need to send you?"
What loony bin did you come from?
You want to go with this nice man?
Were you in polo and shorts too?
No, I'm wearing it. No. No need to dress up today.
I got dressed.
All by myself.
My sister's been pushing that really hard, hashtagging
I got dressed.
Oh, really?
stuff today, or since quarantine started, which is like more power to her and stuff like that. She's dealing with like 2 kids and stuff, so which how are y'all handling that? Like family stuff, you got a kid in the house, y'all are
Yeah.
both kind of at home.
Well, it's been, I mean, I don't know. To me, it's a little bit easier for me, I would think, because, I mean, really right now, I'm out on medical leave, so it's pretty easy. I just have to, like, wake up. That's really it. I mean
I woke up today. Step one.
I woke up today. All my friends are dead.
Oh no.
Ooh, too dark, too quick.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. So,
Wow.
sorry.
A whole bunch of memories just came flooding in now.
Sorry, Mom. That was our house mom.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. house mom. Yes, man. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll be praying tonight. Whoops. But yeah, I don't know. I wake up. I might do, I do some like house chores. Right now, our house is like, it just looked like an abandoned FEMA trailer, just because our daughter, when she comes home, is just
Firefest for more reference to millennials.
And what's funny is, she has a little tent in her little playroom, so it just crap everywhere. But yeah, it looks like the abandoned island of Firefest.
Until she starts potty training inside the tent.
Dude, it's of like all weeks, like
You're thrown.
like of all times where it's like extremely painful to like bend over or do anything like that. Yeah, this is the week she wants to start potty training. And
Kill me.
Everything is going to be okay.
It's been pretty interesting for me, man.
Yeah, what's it been like? Because for me, I just been,
I mean, I have a dog. That's like it. So you're like,
Yeah.
want like, definitely got the whole family set up like on Zoom. I got her office set up, account like set up for Zoom.
Yeah.
Just to like, one, business purposes and just to talk to everybody. I mean, yeah, FaceTime's great, but I think everything as far as Zoom,
Yeah.
you get like 40 minutes free on that, and 40 minutes after talking to my family that long, that's a lot. That's a lot to take in, process, even though you're like hundreds of miles away from everybody. But
Terrell, you married yet? No, Mom.
Leave me alone. It's quarantine.
but dude, like, it has been weird seeing so many people out and about, like walking, like it's like their excuse, like, and like all these people that like You know, I'm in an apartment complex, and you get used to seeing the same dog person or like, you know, people walking or active, and it's like, I swear, like overnight, I think a bunch of people have like adopted dogs or something like that, which is great.
They were saying like there was a shortage of animals to adopt, which is awesome. It's great.
Yeah. I think there's several cities that like the pounds or the SPCA areas or whatever, like finally have like cleared out their shelters and stuff like for the first time.
Do you think there's some dogs that like?
But then they're just gonna, you know, after this thing's done, I think people are gonna have like either it's gonna be a good for society or bad, because I think people are gonna like either be active and out and about and like take care of the dogs. They're gonna be like, the hell with this, like I want to go back to the bars, restaurants, my regular like lifestyle, and then the dog's just gonna be back in the pound or like
crated.
Oh god, yeah, crated, yeah.
Do you think there's like some dogs where literally are just like unadoptable? Like, well, hi, this is Buster. He's got one leg. He has epilepsy and requires shots 5 times a day, and he only can have wet food. So wet food equals wet poo poo.
I'm not gonna say yes. I'm not gonna say no, man. That's just stirring the pot for people to get upset about. So, but you know, it is what it is. You know, but it's been fun cooking a lot at home, which I always was cooking a lot.
You like cooking?
Now, I do. I like cooking. You know, everybody freaking out getting toilet paper, that kind of stuff at the groceries. It's like,
that is insane.
Like, I don't understand it, you know, like,
how much
why
poop
don't you get like like, yes, I can understand bread and like milk maybe and eggs, but like, you know, I was fine going get like frozen chicken breasts, frozen vegetables or fruit if I needed it. You know, that's the stuff you can store obviously and keep for a long time. But
I think
I've just been switching up like different, you know, cooking different stuff. It's been fun. I mean, what else? You know, you have all the time in the world. Like, yes, you're kind of working. It's kind of in that weird where like, it feels like it's like the in between job phase, you know, right now. But it's the whole world where it's like you kind of have some minimum work to do at your old job, but you're trying to transition to your new job, but your new job hasn't started yet, so you don't really have to do anything because you haven't gotten trained yet. So it's like, well, you got all this extra time, you might as well like cook or, you know, do something. So
I've always been more of like, I really like doing like barbecue, you know.
Low and slow stuff, right?
Yeah, low and slow. I won't say I'm probably not a good grill master, but I feel like, especially it's a lot easier with a Traeger, because I mean, like, literally just, it's like the old like rotisserie, like set it and forget it, you know. And everyone's got their methodology how they want to do.
YouTube that. They have like those corny commercials.
You know,
infomercials.
Oh my god, look how juicy that chicken is. Well, it's a commercial, so yeah, I mean, go and try and replicate that at home. But that's what I usually do. I mean, it's been interesting, you know, like trying to. It's scary to think of what would people actually do if there was a extremely serious shortage of essential things that they would want. You know, what would they really do? How crazy can humanity get if this is the norm, or this is the new norm?
Man, I don't know. I think a lot of businesses are going to go under. A lot of them are going to be created, and you know, that's going to be a big thing, a big talk, probably on all levels of government stuff. Like, how can we never not have a shortage? Yeah. But you know, that's, you never know. Like, I mean, this masks thing, like, that's an example. It wasn't a necessity, but like food, like, I don't know, like.
Well, I think like material stuff though is like, we're so dependent on manufacturing in China, for example. You know, like what's not made in China that we regularly consume. And I'm not a dig that, you know, we need to, you know, bring everything back to America, and America's the only place. But kind of I am, because really, like, you know, we're really dependent on a lot of other people to make things for us.
Yeah. I mean, gas is gas is crazy right now too. I mean, I told you before I got here, I filled up in Plano or Allen, like it was $1.24 a gallon. Like,
that's junior high. I mean, like that's like what 2002, 2003 prices. Last time we saw it this low.
Yeah, that's like right when I got like a. Yeah, it's pretty much like right when I got a truck. So.
And it's like, you know, gas is so cheap, and no one wants to. You know, no one can go anywhere. No one wants to go anywhere.
You know, my whole theory is too, and I was like telling you about this before, that, you know, once this thing clears out, and people I think are going to be scared to travel like internationally for a while.
Yeah.
But like, I think domestic travel via car, like small groups in cars, is going to explode. I think you're going to have people driving on interstates everywhere, going to check out national parks, state parks, because they already were on that like quasi, you know, quarantine where people are hitting up state parks. And, you know, it's perfect because gas is so cheap right now. Yeah. And I think the airlines are going to hurt still. You know, you're cooped up, you know, in a coffin, for a couple hours to go across the pond or something like that. Whereas you get a smaller group, less than 10 people, now that everybody's used to it, you know, in a car of 5 or 6 people, drive to, you know, say here to Colorado or Montana.
And people that you can actually, like, you would actually, like, trust, you'd want to sit next to, that, like, you know, not a bunch of strangers. You're like, well, where's this person been? Well, where's that, you know, like, actually somebody you would actually know. That's a really interesting take. And it makes a lot of sense too, because you know, there's a lot of places I still want to visit in the United States that I haven't done, and I've done a really poor job wanting to travel or being willing to. Most of the places,
that'd be a cool talk to have, places that like you want, like kind of like a international, but like also like a US, like places you want to visit.
Yeah, I'm tired of going to places where it's just,
welcome to Branson.
oh boy,
beautiful Topeka.
That's a destination. Bring the family. Oh man, yeah, I think you know, I think going forward, you know, when all this does settle down, I think there's going to be a quick grab for people that are wanting to travel. You know, once it, you know, maybe like what prices right now. I mean, prices are the dumpster for if you want to go travel. You know, prices in a dumpster, and rightfully so. It's extremely, you know, dangerous and irresponsible to travel. You know, but I think if there starts to be light at the end of the tunnel, I think people are going to start grabbing, you know, flights and whatnot. You know, try and get ahead.
Yeah.
And get things while they're cheap.
I mean, if this thing goes, gosh, for around here, you know, come June, and it's almost, you know, 100 degrees every day, I think it's going to be...
I think we're going to have another spike. Because as the weather starts to get nice like it is today, like people want to be out and about more, even with, you know, social distancing and, you know, I guess being mindful, mask, sanitizer, I mean, which is impossible to find, but I think we're going to have another spike because people are going to be more like willing to try and risk going out, you know. I think there's going to be another spike, and with that,
in 9 months, more babies being made.
yeah. Here's the next
baby boomers. Baby boomers 2 or something. Duo.
Baby boomers part 2. Yeah. No, it's
no war, just pandemic.
Well, I guess the other thing is like, what's some things that have really helped you get through, kind of going through, like, just in your boredom? Because
obviously I've had to use social media. Definitely been just going through memes and stuff. They're just fire right now on memes and stuff. Like this is definitely like
the Tiger King.
Yeah, the Tiger King to quarantine, like to everything. Just every social media platform is just hitting it like where it needs to be, like making this a little bit more comical and help people get through. But God, they're doing great. So
I like, especially like the Tiger King. You're the one who told me to watch it. That blew my freaking mind.
Yeah,
Which, if you haven't seen Tiger King, you need to go watch that.
Yeah, if you have, another weekend where it's just, you got to quarantine it up. Maybe the weather's not the greatest, and you want to binge something. Whether you want to binge it sober or not, highly recommend it.
Run. Do not walk to your television. Turn on Tiger King. You will thank me later.
I'm really proud of myself not doing any remarks on it or anything like that. Or
oh my God, it is
just
that
so
is
many good
what
one-liners and stuff on there, and you can't believe it.
At first, I'm thinking
There's actually people out there
that are like that. At first I'm thinking, okay, this is just a guy. This is a guy with a little zoo. No, way more than that. Way more than that. This, if you want to talk about somebody so out there, and I just, you need to watch it. First, it takes a really special person to want to like own a tiger, own a big cat, because that is unreal.
Yeah.
On how much they eat and how dangerous they are.
And all the personalities are just like, these people
God.
have so many screws loose.
You couldn't make this up.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I hope, I pray that there is somebody in Hollywood right now writing a parody script about this. Like, how awesome would that be?
I mean, but Netflix will probably have the rights to it or something. It'd have to make like a Netflix film, because it is a Netflix, like that Netflix bought the documentary or whatever. Like, so supposedly that guy, the guy that directed it or produced it or whatever, took 5 years to get that together. 5 years of his life.
Holy hell.
How do you survive being around that much craziness and like still somehow have like an income, but for 5 years, just like
I was just pouring.
Should be not surprised. Like if anything ever happens in his life, he should be like, nah, doesn't faze me one bit with like the amount of crazy I dealt with for 5 years.
You can't tell me that Danny McBride wouldn't make an awesome Tiger King, like playing him. The guy from Eastbound and Down.
Yeah.
You couldn't. Don't tell me
he'd
that
have
he
to be
wouldn't be
involved in it
hilarious.
somehow.
Oh my God.
Yeah. He's gonna have like just a bunch of spin-offs probably and stuff for it too. So.
Oh man, I hope that there is some sort of somebody's trying to line the rights up, because I think it would be, especially like, I don't know, maybe the guys from Lonely Island. They've always done
Sandberg and stuff.
Yeah. They did a really good job with that Pop Star Never Stop.
Should be like a dark comedy, I think, though, more like.
Oh, for sure. Like,
like got his hand ripped off or whatever. Like,
yeah.
I'm
never going to be able to financially recover from this. I'm never going to be able to financially recover from this.
Yeah. Speaking of financially covering, also, like, yes, we both love alcohol. We love to, have a few.
I love Natty Light. I don't give a shit who thinks that's white trash. Tasty as can be.
But it has been like, all right, like, got some emails done today, like, worked out. Like 5 o'clock hits, and you're like, God, I'm bored. And then it's like, start cracking them and stuff. So,
can't believe you waited that long. I guess I'm not really working.
Self-control.
I guess I'm not working, so it's just like, well, I ate lunch. Where's my koozie?
Yeah, no kidding. But I've been trying to go around to like the breweries, just around the Metroplex. I think they're going to be like affected so much. Like, yeah, the legislation finally got moved like this past year, like that they can sell beer out of the breweries. Like, it used to not be that way where you have
Are you serious?
beer to go. Yeah,
I didn't know
because there's so
that.
many blue laws down here.
Oh,
so that was like
I
a
didn't
big
know that.
push for like the breweries, but this is like, I think a lot of them are going to go under. But
You think so?
yeah, you know, like I know everybody like does that like support local. It's great. Let's keep these people alive, and like it's true, but like.
You think the amount of people actually doing that is
I don't
pretty
think.
low?
I mean, I think it was great for like the first month, but I think if we're still in this thing like May, people are gonna be like, McDonald's every night. That's fine. Like,
yeah,
and
just something where you just go grab it quick and go back to, your Netflix, bubble.
Yeah, or it's gonna, and then people just drinking grain alcohol, just making stills in their bathtubs. So.
Which
But,
is this next segment is brought to you by Justin Reeve.
J-Man, hurry up with your brewery, man.
And send us some samples.
We
Getting
need
thirsty
samples.
up here.
We're getting very thirsty.
I guess we down here. Are we down here?
Yeah, down here.
Okay,
yeah, I
down
never
here.
know where he is anymore. Where are you, anyways? But
Hashtag find J-Man.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, just trying to get local breweries, which. I mean, I've gone to like 3 Nations over by our office in Carrollton, 9 Band up here in Allen.
I love 9 Band.
9 Band.
That is good,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Anytime
Dude,
that,
we
like,
should do one of these up there sometime. You know.
do you think it's? Well, I think it's probably closed.
Well, I meant like when we get out of this.
Oh
thing.
yeah, when we get out of national lockdown.
Yeah, and then Petacolis down in Dallas, like Design District. They have a cool little like drive-through setup, and they've been having like food trucks out there too. They've been trying to help like food trucks, which is like that's a cool combination. Like they may be onto something,
Right.
Like also like makes you think like, oh, is beer to go gonna be, or like alcohol to go gonna be like mandated, or
Like
gonna
delivery?
be like well, like they have delivery now.
Yeah.
Like right now. I wonder if that's like going to be forever now. Like, is it going to just push it through legislation?
Why-
Like, I need a gallon of margarita. Like, to go.
I need to get 3 fingers of scotch.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, really, when people I think now that, like, realizing, like, man, this is not the evil that we thought it was. It's not
No,
that
like-
big of a deal.
Like DUI rates and all that stuff are like down. Like, because people are like,
If you've been
keeping them off-
drinking, and you go to drive to the liquor store, like, and you want to get a reload going on,
Yeah.
keep your buzz going, keep your,
keep the engine greased up.
keep the.
We know nothing about that.
This next segment is brought to you by Hard Liquor.
No, but it's been. I think these places are going to start having like drive-throughs. Like I see like liquor stores,
Like Cooter
drive-through.
Browns. Like,
Yeah. Like the barns like out in West Texas, like
Oh
the
my
drive
God,
the beer
yeah.
barns. They're so nostalgic and so beautiful out there. in
let me
West
break
Texas.
that down real quick. So, you're a native Texan.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a transplant, and I've lived down here about a year and a half. The first time I ever came down to Texas, and I don't remember if it was to see you, to go to the lake or whatever.
Yeah, I think y'all were like still on like a spring break or something
think
like
so,
that. And
yeah.
I was still having my post-college crisis. Like,
What am I
gonna do? What am I doing?
I'm an artist. I'm a writer now. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think you ever wore a beret. But yeah, I remember we went to it was Cooter Browns out in Cypress Springs. Is
It was like outside of it's out there in East Texas.
Literally, you drive through the store. What do you need, son? 4 cases of Natty, a case of Busch, Coors Light, whatever, and they literally just throw it in the back of your truck or
Yeah,
your
they can put it in the
tailgate,
bed. Yeah, or they'll put it in the cooler.
and you are on your way.
Yeah.
Cash and go. Like,
Yeah.
why is that not a thing? Why is that not a funded government? Like procedure? Because I mean, that was awesome, and it was.
Yeah.
I mean, convenient and it was fast too.
Yeah, the nostalgia of just like going there, like because a lot of places just don't have that, and it's awesome. Like it's just a fun thing to do. Like just show them your ID, throw a couple cases in the back.
Well, drinking's fun to begin with, so it's like anyway, you want to make something already fun even more fun? Yeah, all in.
Yeah.
All in.
Yeah, and that's like huge out in West Texas. There's one that I used to go to all the time out like by Possum Kingdom Lake, which is a
I
funny
still
name in
can't-
itself.
I
but-
still can't. I mean, like, how? When you're naming a town, I mean, like, you usually name it like, okay, so like here, so like, you know, Allen, Texas, probably named after somebody named Allen, you know, or San Antonio, probably named after, you know, probably some Spanish general or something like that. Possum Kingdom. Do you think some guy like was on a geological survey to like, you know, ensure the county boundaries were right, you know, way back when you know, the state's still trying to form, and all of a sudden like this group of people came across, oh my God, there is
Possums everywhere.
there's possums everywhere here. It's like they control most of the lowlands.
Look at this posse of possums. Oh man.
It's a kingdom of possums. Write that down.
Possum King. The Possum King. Yeah. It's yeah, every time I try to drop that, like lake, which is a beautiful, if anybody, you know, if ever is gonna do traveling around via, you know, cars, stuff like that, definitely a place worth checking out.
Possum
Really cool.
Kingdom?
Yeah.
Never been.
The Brazos runs through it, bunch of cliffs. It's like a river lake. You know, anybody's like in the Midwest, I guess, or like Arizona, it'd be like Lake Powell, but like a miniature Lake Powell, or it'd be like kind of like maybe Table Rock, I guess,
I can see
but
that.
like way dirtier. Table Rock's like got way cleaner water. So yeah,
It's not like, well, I don't think there is any lake dirtier than the Ozarks, where it's like, oh my goodness, look, it's rainbow water.
yeah. I think if you have jumped into Lake of the Ozarks, you are definitely have a higher immune system to fight this COVID.
You are immune to COVID if you have drank Ozark lake water.
Yeah, that's definitely a truth. Ugh.
You get out of the water and you just, man, why does my skin feel so soft? Oh, that's that oil from the boats.
Oils and rotting, drunk bodies at the bottom of it, and ugh. Yeah.
Have you been to the lake yet?
No, I have not been. Oh man.
Well, I guess it's
been
still
bad.
early.
Yeah, it's still early. Like I think my parents have gone out to East Texas for that stuff, but
Yeah.
you know, I probably could too, but they're in that percentage right now where they're like, I shouldn't be hanging around them just because they're older and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
just trying to be kind of precautious and stuff. But you have any other cool memes or anything you've seen lately, or anything else that's
Man,
interested you?
you know, I'm always like into like, I don't know, just like
Keyboard cat
key.
over and
Oh
over.
man,
What can
that-
top the keyboard
what
cat?
what a walk through memory lane there. Yeah, Keyboard Cat was probably one of my favorite things I've ever seen. I don't know how. And Spaghetti Cat, dude. I don't know how many times like I cried laughing because it's just so insane. I just find it hilarious. I don't know. Other than that, I mean, really, not a whole bunch. It's been mostly, you know, Netflix, TV. I mean, there's not really a whole bunch going on. I'm pretty bored at home. Just, you know, it might be different when you get to be home, but when you have to be home, I think it's definitely different. I think, you know, I'm definitely bored. I'm definitely ready to re-enter society when it's safe to do so, but
One championship belt at a time.
yeah.
Man, you can probably make your daughter like paint it or something like that. Kind of entertainment time, arts and crafts.
Yeah, she was wanting to paint my toes the other day. Not yet. Doesn't have the hand-eye coordination. Not yet.
Still not there.
Not there yet. We'll get there. We'll get there. Well, I think we're coming up on just under an hour,
Yeah.
and I think that that's kind of what we're going to probably.
Not waste any more
Yeah.
anybody else's time on this. So
Well, yeah, I've enjoyed this. This has been pretty cool. I think, you know, I think as we go along, it'll be It'll be a lot better. This is
Yeah,
first timer.
Yeah. You know, if anybody has any feedback, topics you'd like us to bring up, stories, if you want more story time, anything like that, we'd appreciate it. You know, you can email us, even message us, reach out to us on social media too. I think we're all connected with Instagram, stuff like that.
I'd prefer keep all messages in LinkedIn. Keep it professional.
Yeah, definitely professional.
And if you don't have a signature, then I really don't want to get an email from you.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, no entry level, topics.
Keep that shit at home.
Get out of here.
Get out. Get on with it.
All right. Well, this is our podcast, episode 1. Appreciate you guys. Catch you on the flip side.
Thanks.
Your podcast sucks. You don't even know what you're doing. You just woke up one day and was like, I'm going to start a podcast and hoped everything would be all right.